Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a super quick review and hopefully not too lengthy of a demo of the Tartelette 2 In Bloom palette. This came out a few weeks ago and I just got my hands on it. It retailed at $45. I got it from Ulta. It's kind of on the expensive side, but then again, it's Tarte. Tarte is amazing, and personally, I love that they're cruelty-free, so that's a big plus for me. In any case, this palette is absolutely beautiful. I wanted to do a quick kind of pros and cons list of it, just given my 2 cents. I know a lot of people are making reviews about it. But yeah, just give you an idea of what I think about it, how I feel, and also do a quick demo at the end. I actually made this look right now that I'm wearing. My lighting is kind of iffy today, so you can't see the colors as much as I would want them to be seen, but nonetheless, Tarte's palette is super pigmented and the colors are really just absolutely stunning, and I love the way this turned out. But yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start with the pros of this palette. Number one, the size and the packaging, of course. I love the size of this. The mirror is just as big as this cover. I would love to show you, but then you'd see my horrendous filming situation, but that is the mirror. The size of this is just amazing for traveling because, you know, you could essentially do your entire makeup using this mirror. And what's great, I guess my second pro, is the shades that they have. So you have 9 matte shades and then 3 shimmer shades. The shimmer ones are 1, 2, and 3. And what's great about that is that you can definitely do a completely matte eye look because you have 2 matte highlights right there and there for your brow bone and inner corners. But then you can also do that little shine, that peak of shine. But that's definitely the second pro, is that you have these 9 matte shades and then these 3 shiny shades. So you can just take this palette with you and you're set for your eyes, because I mean, I feel personally I wouldn't need anything else color selection wise. Okay, so third pro is the colors themselves are so pigmented. They are super blendable and they're really creamy in consistency. I would do a swatch for you if my lighting wasn't so bad, but let me try it out. At least the shiny shades. Yeah, so that is Funny Girl. The middle one is Firecracker, and then this one is Rocker. So those are your shiny ones. And then let me do some of the darker ones. And I'm just literally swiping really lightly. So you have Smoke Show, Activist, and Leader. And then the light colors also, and this is my 4th pro. I mean, I can't keep track, but we'll just pretend that it's my 4th one. The 4th pro is that these neutral shades right here, which I would consider to be a good crease shade, they look really light in the palette, but on my skin tone, I was surprised that they showed up as well as they did. So I love that. This is definitely a palette that is good for brown skin, olive skin, tan skin colors. So that is definitely a pro in my book. So these 3 colors, I'm just going to swatch them right now. Okay, so that is Jet Setter, Smarty Pants, and Sweetheart. And on my skin tone, that is really good color payoff. I'm definitely not complaining. And considering my eyelids are, you know, a little bit lighter, and with primer even lighter than that, these show up absolutely beautiful. So that is definitely a plus point. So pros wise, that's pretty much it, but not to say that's a bad thing. What more do you need from an eyeshadow palette? I have one major con, and this didn't stop me from buying the palette, and it shouldn't stop anyone. I really think everyone should buy this palette. My biggest con with this palette is that the 2 shades Smoke Show and what is this called? Activist. So Smoke Show and Activist are incredibly similar shade-wise. One is a dark, almost gray mixed with a brown, and then Activist is just a true dark brown. And they're almost too similar to be in the same palette. So not that this is a good swatch anyway, but this is Smoke Show and this is Activist, and they're almost too similar to be in the same palette in my opinion. I feel like Tarte could have gotten away with putting in just a real black or a blue-black kind of color. But nonetheless, I think that is my own, no, I have another con. Firecracker, I actually used that today in this eye look. It is way too brittle. It's definitely doesn't have that creamy consistency that the rest of them do. And then it takes a lot to pack on and actually stick on as eyeshadow. So I would highly suggest either using, you know, like Max Fix Plus or some kind of spray. I have rose water that everyone knows about. Spray your brush with that before you put this on. But other than that, that is my only two cons, or those are my only two cons. The two dark colors and then the Firecracker, which is this gold color. So yeah, that is my mini review of the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Bottom line is I think you should definitely buy it if you were thinking about it. You definitely can't go wrong with this palette. The color selection is amazing and it does work for, you know, fairly medium dark skin tones. Definitely take a look at this palette. Highly suggest it. And I'm also going to add in a clip of my demo right after this. It was a first impression, so I kind of fooled around with a lot of it, added colors here and there. I think I used about 5 of these shades just because I wanted to add on to it. And at the very end, I tried out this Firecracker just to see what that would look like. So it's a first impression demo. Did not know what I was doing. I just wanted to try it out. So that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video below. Please leave a comment. I love to read what you guys are thinking, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.